So we're going to be looking at creating graphic styles through the Appearance panel. And what the Appearance panel allows you to do is to build complex appearances with a combination of strokes, fills, and effects. So we'll start on the left-hand side here. And one word of warning, with text, if you're going to get the best out of your Appearance panel, I would suggest you convert your text to outlines. And then once you've done that, one more step, go to Object, Compound Path, Make. If you don't do that, then you may find that some of your appearances give you unpredictable results. So I'll just go back and give it a black fill, and I'll do the same on this side as well. So Object, Compound Path, Make. It just means it's basically telling Illustrator, please treat this as one object and not as multiple objects. So let's start building up an appearance. We'll start with the text on this side, and I'll go to the Appearance panel, and here we have our fill and stroke. Now these are the same fills and strokes that you get in your Properties panel and up here on your Control panel. So I'll set the fill, in fact I'm going to do a gradient here, so I'll go to the Gradient panel and I'll click on Gradient and I'll make it a 90-degree gradient, and I'll go from, let's go from a red-orange to a nice bright yellow, and maybe do something in between like a pink. I'll squish that up a bit. Okay, so we've got let's go that way, a gradient on the text, and that is reflected in our Appearance panel. I'm going to set the stroke to black, and I'm then going to add another stroke. So down the bottom here, you can add new strokes and fills. So I'll add a new stroke, and I will leave it at 1 point. But what I'm going to do with this new stroke is I'm going to go to the Effects button and choose Path, Offset Path. You can see that it creates a stroke with an offset of however many millimeters. I'm going to set it to 2, and OK. Then I'm going to go back to the fill, and I'm going to add an effect, Stylize Drop Shadow. And I'm happy with those settings. So 100% opacity, I'll set it to normal, and then offset 1 millimeter, and no blur. And OK. All right, so now I've got the look that I want for my text. To make a graphic style, I go to my Graphic Styles panel. I can either click on the little plus button, or I can just drag this into here and then double click, and I'll just call this my text style. Okay, now let's work on the background object. So I've got the object selected, go to the Appearance panel. I will set the fill to, let's go with this blue, and I will set the stroke to one black, one pick point, and I will offset it, so path, offset path, by 2 millimeters. Okay, so it kind of looks like a sticker. And then I want to add another stroke, and I will make this one, let's go with purple, and I'll set it to 2 points. I'm going to offset it, so path, offset path, but I'll use a negative value. And I'm also going to apply the effect Distort Roughen. And okay, so this can happen. So what's happened, it's actually pretty cool, but it's not what I want. So what's happened is it's applied roughen to everything, which is fine. You don't have to undo it. We'll fix it afterwards. I'm just going to set it to absolute, and I'll say, okay, now I only want roughen to apply to this stroke here. So you can see it's applied roughen up here. So I need to drag it onto that stroke. So now it's only applying to that stroke there. All right, and I'll do one more. I'm going to add a fill, and I'll make that white. And I'm going to open it up and change the blend mode to overlay. And I'm going to apply an effect called Stylize Scribble. And I'm going to choose Childlike. And I'm going to adjust some of the settings here. Curviness and variation, spacing. Okay. And all right, and then back here to offset wait, where is it? It's over here. Here's my scribble. I'm going to also apply an offset path and just bring it down a bit. So it's inside that area there. I also think this blending mode may actually not be a good option. So let's try, instead of overlay, nope. Let's try. I think maybe I should change the color of it so it's, and let's go back to overlay and see what we get. Nope. Multiply. No, it looks awful. Color dodge. Okay, I think I'm actually just going to put it back to normal and just adjust the opacity down a bit, and then also put it back to white. Okay, so experimenting is fine, and you can't make any mistakes here. Basically, providing the object is selected, you can change the order of things, you can turn things off and on, you can delete them and add them. So I've got an interesting kind of graphic effect in the background there. I'm going to go to my graphic styles, and I'm going to drag it in here, and I'll call this my sticker background. Okay, so now I've got those two graphic styles saved. I can apply them to anything. So I'm going to select this and apply the appearance, and for this one, same. So you can see very quickly you can control the and have a consistent look for graphic styles. Okay, so this is just a bit of fun getting used to working with appearances. It's a pretty powerful part of Illustrator. Just be aware of the fact that if you apply really complex appearances to things and you're then going to send your design to a printer, make sure that things don't get lost in translation. So it might be a good idea to actually expand the appearance of your object. So here we've got expand appearance, or even rasterize it if it's very complex, so that things are baked down and can't get messed up.